Hi, I'm Tim Janisewski, Director of Spotlight Good News Ministries, and welcome to our new devotional study series entitled Spotlight Philippians, Invitation to Joy. Now, I like to jump right in at the beginning of a series and ask the question why. Why are we doing this particular devotional study series, and why should you take the time to invest your attention to this particular series? After all, life is busy. There are many other resources you could take advantage of. What's behind this one that might be worth your while? Well, we're going to do this one a little differently than our Spotlight Matthew devotional series, in which I would speak for about 10 minutes. We're going to be a little shorter, quicker, to the point, in and out, so that you can use this as a bite-sized devotional as we work through the book of Philippians. So, let's answer that question, why? First of all, one word, joy. I think we all want joy in our lives. We crave joy. We seek joy. Some of us actively pursue joy. We want to live joy-filled lives. It's magnetic for us, and yet it's elusive at one and the same time. After all, how many people do you know who could say on a regular basis that they live a joyful life? Could you stop and say that day in and day out, you live a joyful life? I know I struggle with joy from time to time, of that being a normative thing that's part of my regular Christian walk of faith. Maybe you do too. It's joy that we crave and joy that sometimes eludes us. If we can do this study series and hopefully get one another a little closer to the joy-filled Christian life, it will be worth our while. The second word is Philippians. Why the book of Philippians? Well, it's because Philippians is arguably the most joyful of all of the documents in the entire Bible. The 66 in the Old and New Testament combined, I don't think you're going to find one that has a more joyful tone to it. Paul uses the word joy or rejoice 14 times in these 4 short chapters, just 104 verses. But even more so, the word joy kind of threads, or concept, should I say, of joy threads itself in and out of Paul's tone and mood as he writes this letter. So, are you hungry for joy and an added measure of joy in your Christian life? Then this devotional study series is for you. Are you ready to roll up your sleeves and dive into how Philippians might be able to impart to us joy 2,000 years later as we see the joy that was shared between the Apostle Paul and those young believers at the city of Philippi somewhere around 60 AD. If that's appealing to you, if you want a joy-filled life and believe that the scriptures might help to communicate that to you, well, let's take this adventure together. And for an opening assignment, I want to encourage you to take the 10 minutes that it will entail to sit down with your Bible and read through those 4 chapters, 104 verses, and begin to get a sense of the flavor and the feel of the joy that Paul wants to communicate to us in our Christian lives. I'm Tim Janisewski. We look forward to this devotional study series. Come along for the ride, and we'll talk to you next time.